Hi, my name's Margaret M and I'm a wellness advocate with doTERRA here in New Zealand. Today I've decided to do a Zoom call video for you and run through the doTERRA loyalty reward scheme. So the reason I've done that is for the last 3.5 years, I've had a lot of people that have said to me, what the heck is this scheme? And there seems to be a few misconceptions on what this scheme is. So I just wanted to iron those out for you because it is one of the most lucrative and amazing schemes that I have ever come across. So I really want to start sharing this program with people to get them on to let them take advantage of the amazing benefits that doTERRA have. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to share my screen. Okay, so firstly, welcome to doTERRA New Zealand. We are very excited to have you with us on this journey. So you are receiving this or seeing this video because you will have now your own wholesale account. So you will be receiving oils at 25% off retail. So it's your own wholesale account and you have your own back office where you can go online and buy oils. So people say to me, what the heck is LRP? So LRP stands for Loyalty Rewards Program. And all it is, it's a monthly shopping scheme where doTERRA rewards you. Just like with Flybuys, Air New Zealand or Countdown all have their own loyalty customer schemes. Same with doTERRA. All you're doing is moving your shopping from your supermarket or your hair salon or your beauty therapist over to your own shopping account with doTERRA. And in my opinion, this is very much like shopping rewards on speed. Okay. So there are two types of orders that you can place with doTERRA. Firstly is a standard order. And I'm sorry, I'm just going to put my pointer option up. I'm just going to bring a laser. Okay, so what we have here is, first of all, you can place a standard one-off order. Okay, so that is still an option if you would like to do this. Okay, moving to the loyalty reward scheme is purely optional if you want to go ahead and do it. Then there is also, we have over to the right in purple, is where you create a new LRP template. All that is you are creating a loyalty rewards order. That's what a template means. So in English, template means order. So we have a one-time order, and then your LRP order can be set up the month that you enroll, but it can only be shipped out the second month that you are with doTERRA. Okay, so you can only actually get oils on the loyalty reward scheme and all the benefits in your second month of enrollment. Okay, so as I said, doTERRA monthly order, it's completely optional. You can start and stop at any time. To stop, you do need to call or contact customer services, and I'll give you some telephone numbers a little later on to do this. The reason they do that is that normally a lot of people have quite a few products and points that have been stored up that doTERRA would prefer that you actually use those because they are yours. So hence why you need to call in or contact customer services for you to opt out of the scheme. You get to choose exactly what you order and when you ship it. So you have full control on what's coming to you. All you are doing is swapping your shopping from your supermarket, hair salon, beauty salon, over to your doTERRA back office where you have the opportunity to purchase low tox alternatives. And to stay in this scheme, all you need to purchase is only one product per month, whether it be a lip balm or a toothpaste or a shampoo, any of the beautiful skincare that doTERRA has. So just one product a month to stay in this scheme. Okay, what are the benefits? You get your shipping back. So effectively, your shipping is free. You earn points back on your purchases, you get sent free oils, and you get paid money for anyone that is in your team, anyone else who orders. And also using oils on a regular basis is better for your health. So the next acronym that we have is called a PV. PV stands for point value. What you'll see over here is the code, Arbavate, it's 5 mil, retail price, wholesale price, and then you've got the PV. Okay, so that's always next to the wholesale price on your price list. So every doTERRA product has a PV or a point value. PVs, just think of them like a doTERRA dollar. Because doTERRA is a global company, they need to have one standard. This is why they have a PV, and think of it like a doTERRA dollar. For every dollar you spend, you earn back a percentage in PV or points that go into your doTERRA piggy bank for you to spend at a later stage. You can use the points you earn to buy more oils or doTERRA products which you wish to buy. Okay, so the different levels, and I'm going to go back through this again, so don't panic if you don't quite catch it, because we're going to go through this in a little bit more detail. So the different levels, going from 1 to 49 points, this is like a holding pattern where you maintain any of your points that you've earned. You also earn shipping reward points back, and that's for New Zealand orders only, not from the USA. 50 to 99 as above, and you start earning 10% back on your orders. You also advance 5% every 3 months to a point where you're at 30% max back. I'll go through this again. 100 to 124 is as above, and you earn commissions from your team members' orders if you are advocates. Talk to the person that introduced you to doTERRA about this. 125 plus PV as above, and you receive a bonus bottle of oil each month if your orders are placed and shipped before the 15th of the month. 200 plus PV as above, and these are special 200 PV promos that generally come up every quarter. Okay, so we start at around about 5 PV. Now with that, it's any orders really that you do that have shipping points back. So if you are spending $10 on your courier fee, doTERRA will give you 10 PV or points back. So basically they are reimbursing you for your courier fee. Now, as I said, this is for the New Zealand market only. America, this doesn't apply. So I look at this as a bit of a holding pattern. So anywhere from, as long as you are doing 5 PV per month, you stay in the scheme. Okay, 50 PV. With this, you earn points back on your orders. Okay, so whatever you are purchasing 1 month, the following month you will get 10% of that back. So every 3rd month, you're placing a 50 PV order, you climb the ladder by 5% to a max of 30%, and you get those back in free products. So month 13, we have 30% back. Now just to take this a little bit further. So if we're down the bottom here, we place a 50 PV order, we're getting 10% back for month 1 to 3. Then we move up to month 4, we're now getting 15% back. And again, as we go up to 20%. Now, a lot of people say, hang on, whoa, what happens if I only want to spend 5 PV in that month? I say, that is absolutely fine. All you're going to do is you're going to go into that holding pattern until you start spending 50 PV again, and then you start moving up the ladder. Okay, how are we going to do this? So just for an example, in your first month with the Loyalty Rewards program, you'll generally start on getting 10% back depending on which kit you bought, but most people are 10% back. Okay, so just for ease of maths, we're going to say that you have placed a 100 PV order. You're going to earn 10% back on your order, so you've got 10 PV there. You're also earning 10 PV back in your shipping points. So for that first order alone, you have earned 20 PV back to spend on whatever you'd like in the next 12 months. So if you look over here to the right, we've got, I'm just going to do it for ease of use. We're going to say we're going to buy toothpaste. No, that's all we're going to buy because we go through a lot of toothpaste. So toothpaste equal 5 PV. So for this first order, for the 20 PV that you got back, you could possibly order 4 free toothpastes with those points. Let's jump ahead in time in 13 months because you have been doing 50 PV per month. You are now at 30% back. So again, that same order that you placed at the very beginning, 100 PV, you're now earning 30% back. So it's actually 30 PV back. You're earning your shipping rewards back, which is 10 PV. Now, so you have got 40 PV back to spend in the next 12 months. Equivalent to, if you felt like it, you could buy 8 free toothpastes with those 40 PV. So the product range is really very vast, anywhere from shampoos, conditioners, toothpaste, deodorants, laundry detergent, household cleaners, beautiful range of skincare and spa care. So there's a wide variety of products that you can actually choose from. And you can also use these points when you are shipping in when you are shopping in the US market as well. So your points can be used on US products, which are slightly different to the New Zealand products. So you're still able to spend your points over there. Okay. At the 125 PV point, if you place 125 PV order before the 15th of the month, you will receive the free oil of the month. Now these change month by month. We don't know what they are or what they're going to be until they actually arrive in the promotions. Okay, so before the 15th of the month, 125 gives you the free oil of the month, and that changes. Just remember also that there is an auto ship with all of your orders. There is an auto ship in place. So any of your orders that you place 1 month will duplicate into the next month on the same day that you have your auto ship date sorted out. So generally I have my one going out on the 10th of the month. So I know that on the 10th of each month, I need to just jump in and change my shopping cart along the way. And I generally change my shopping cart several times during the month, but just remember that you need to change your shopping cart before the date you've picked to be dispatched. It's really important. And also please diary note that date so you don't miss that. The last and the highest level is 200 PV promos. Now these generally will happen, they're a bit of a surprise, so we never really know when they're coming. Generally, as an educated guess, I would say they're really about every quarter when there's a lot of seasonal changes that go on. So with this promo, you buy 200 PVs worth of product and you will get some really big promos back. If you're doing 200 PV, you will get the one-off oil of the month because you're doing 125, and then you'll also get the 200 PV promo on top of that. Please note that the oil of the month only is ever sent once, but the 200 PV promos, you can actually do that at the moment, depending on the T's and C's when they come out, is generally you can order that 4 times. Okay, so how you would actually place an order or how you put an order together. Generally, a lot of people start with the Home Essentials kit or the family collections, which are generally sort of like the essential basics for your well-being on a physical basis. So what we recommend maybe for your first order for the Loyalty Rewards program, you could look at doing something for your emotional needs. So just so you know, over here we have the mood management kit, which is Balance, which is a very grounding oil, Lavender Peace, which is great for restful night's sleep, Citrus Bliss, which is very uplifting, and also Elevation, again, is a beautiful uplifting oil. So with those four, they actually come in a combination kit, which is called the Mood Management Kit, and that total kit is worth 101 PV. And then if you were to maybe add a fractionated coconut oil, which is really important that you have the fractionated coconut oil, because if you are working topically on the skin, or you, especially if you are with younger skin or older, more thin skin, or myself, I have very sensitive skin, so I always use a carrier oil if I'm using it topically. And also, especially if you are using the oregano, please make sure that you always use a carrier oil with oregano. It's really important. So a fractionated coconut oil is 15 PV. The On Guard whitening toothpaste, which is one of my favorites, is 5 PV. And a beautiful essential oil deodorant stick, which is 5.50 PV. So altogether, that's coming out at 126.5 PV. So that is enough. If I place that order before the 15th of the month, I would get the free oil of the month. Okay, and down, I'm just going to move this. Also, just so you know as well, this little pack down here, this is called, if you just put in your back office, the key ring. This is, I think there's eight little vials in this beautiful little pouch. It's a key ring. So you always will have your oils on you at any stage. So if you're out and about and you would just like to drop some lemon in your lemonade or into some water, or if you need somebody that might need a little bit of comfort for something that's going on and you know that you've got something in your oils that might be able to give them assistance, you know you've always got your oils with you. So that pouch, I highly recommend that everybody gets one of those little pouches. And they are available again in the back office. You can buy them online with your Loyalty Rewards orders. Okay, so how do we do this? So what you want to do is you want to go on to www.doterra.co.nz. With that, then you would come into this page, into the landing page, and you could up the top around here, where is it? I'm just having a look here. Okay, so there's the login button. So you want to press on that login button, and this is what will come up. So you pop in your doTERRA advocate number and your password that may have already been allocated to you by the person that set you up. If you don't know that, you can just possibly pop in your advocate ID number and request that a new password is sent to you. From there, you would go on and you would look for this little symbol here, which is create a new LRP template. From there, you will go and pick your shipping date. As I say, don't do it. You want to avoid before the 2nd of the month till you know what the big promo, what the promos are for the month. And you want to pick your date. If you want that free of the month, you want to do it before the 15th of the month. And then from there, you click in. It will take you down. Now you're creating a new OTG LRP template. So all that is, you're creating a new order that will tick over every month and will auto repeat. So from there, you might just want to start searching for the items. Like if we wanted lavender, all you need to do is key in LAV to start the lavender, and then it will automatically search for the products that you're after. So it's really easy to go through. If you get lost with setting this up, please reach out to the person that did help to set you up with this. And also do keep an eye out, because sometimes the person that enrolled you when you were at the class, they may have already set this up for you. So just check and see that there's not already an order sitting in the system, and just double check with them. Okay, so in summary, 5 PV gives you your shipping points back. Now that's for New Zealand only. Okay, so that is your holding pattern that you're going into. 50 PV, you get 10% back on orders and you climb up the ladder. 100 PV is where you can earn commissions from your team members' orders if you're an advocate. And if you would like to start sharing the doTERRA product and earn a few dollars, please talk to the person that enrolled you. 125 is where you will receive the bonus. Whoops, I've still got lemongrass on there because that's our oil of the month. But you will receive your free oil of the month, depending on which one it is, before the 15th, if you're shipping it before the 15th of the month. And then lastly is the 200 PV promos. Now, just an example of that at the moment, the 200 PV promo that's running has got an ice blue oil and an ice blue cream with it. So that's an example of a 200 PV promo. Okay, so frequently asked questions. Am I locked in? Absolutely not. You have the freedom to come and go as you wish. You can join or leave LRP at any time. By leaving, you forfeit any points you have accumulated, and if you rejoin, you will start back at 10%. Can I order more than once a month? Yes, you can. You can order as many times as you'd like, at any date you'd like, and receive points and shipping rewards for online loyalty reward program orders. Please note that the free oil of the month is only sent once per month per account. Do I have to order the same thing each month? No. Your order will auto repeat, and you have complete flexibility to change the order whenever you would like to when it's actually shipped out. So please, as I said, diary note it as well, so you do have a note of when that is due to go out. Points, the points that you earn back, they will appear in your doTERRA back office after 60 days. So it does take 60 days for them to drop in. For example, if you placed a 100 PV order in February, 10% of that back is 10 points plus your 10 shipping points. They will both show in April. Okay, so 60 days from when you place your order. Suggested order, my suggestion is that you place your orders maybe after the 2nd of the month. That is because we are working with the USA timeline, and we don't know what the promos are until the 2nd, okay? So if you could just imagine, the reason I do this is, imagine if you were going to place a really big order and it was 190 points or 190 PV, and you placed the order because you were in a real hurry to get the order, and then you found out there was a 200 PV promo, and you're like, if I had just waited 24 hours, I could have actually you could have taken advantage of that 200 PV promo. So please just, I personally wait always until the 2nd of the month until I know what those promos are that come through. Okay, so how do you order? You just need to go on to that www.doterra.co.nz, enter your password, go to the shop tab and create a new loyalty rewards order. Select your auto shipping date and basically happy shopping, and you get to save 25%, and then after you've been on a year you will get an additional 30% back if you've consistently been doing a 50 PV order. Okay, customer services. Okay, I can't rave enough about the doTERRA customer services. I have been in customer services basically all of my life and have never found a service team like we have. If you have any questions, anything you need help with, they are there at the end of the phone and on the end of the keyboard. So if you can just maybe jot down the telephone numbers that we have for customer services. Now just be ready when you actually do call them, they will ask you for your advocate number and also your date of birth. Okay, so just be prepared with your advocate number when you call them or when you chat to them online. And that is the end of my presentation. So hopefully this has demystified the Loyalty Rewards program. I highly encourage you to jump on board, because as I say, you can jump in and you can jump out whenever you want. But generally people, once they get the hang of what to do with this, they stay in for the ride and they get to the 30% back, and they get loads and loads of free products from doTERRA for purely shopping online in their own doTERRA shop. So thank you very much for listening, and please reach out to the person that helped you to join for your doTERRA journey, and hopefully I will talk to you again soon. Thank you.